You've muted yourself.
I've muted
you. What a good start already.
Sinclair Award. And he's knocked himself off. Sinclair Award.
Already a Sinclair already. Jesus. I think that's the fastest Sinclair, isn't it?
I don't know what's happening. There we go. Is that better? Can you hear me now?
There we go. So, Vincey, how do you feel about earning your very first Sinclair Award?
The laptop just decided it was going to have a funny 5 minutes. Oh, Jesus.
Don't worry, you have now joined
the Hall of Sinclairs.
Well, for some reason, now it's gone really quiet. Now I can't hear a bloody thing.
Sinclair Award number 3.
Class. Right, anyway, sorry about that, lads. How are we doing anyway? We're all good?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Just sweating my bollocks off as always.
Yeah, so good weekend for you, Ruby, obviously after the result you guys had. I think given most of the performance that we had in that game against Wolves, I think it was a decent result in the end for us, but a bit underwhelming, I think, to be honest. But given that Bruno was injured, I think we can chalk it off to lack of quality in midfield, really. But I know both you lads caught the game. So what were your sort of thoughts on it, lads?
Jason, you go first, as you're the co-host.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great. Where to start? I thought we were poor. I thought we were really poor. I kind of raged at the lineup, not knowing that Bruno had a slight injury because nothing was mentioned about that.
Yeah.
I thought
a certain wood.
Oh, God. You really want me to start about him? Oh, let's just go straight into him. Chris Wood is utter shite. What an absolute useless waste of space. 25 mil overspent. My God. The moment he came off was the moment we actually started to perform. What does that say to you? We actually got an equaliser. We actually started fighting. We hit the bar right on the end of the game. Come on. That's got to speak loud. Chris Wood is utter crap. I do not want to see him in a Toon shirt ever again. You got Michael Ndoweni. You got Santiago Muniz in the youth squad. Give them a chance to play up front if you're not going to play anyone else. Do not have Chris Wood in that damn side anymore. Just have Isak and one of the youngsters or bring in another striker. Not Chris Wood.
Oh, yeah, I'd agree on that, mate. He was poor. I mean, he was non-existent for most of the game. He was just standing there waiting for the ball to come to feet. And
pretty much.
Yeah, just doesn't fit in with the style of tactics that Eddie Howe wants to put on the field. And to be honest, it showed. I mean, what were your thoughts then?
To be honest, I thought Chris Wood was utter dog shit, to be honest. Every single time I see him play, you just don't see him. You just don't see him at all. You don't hear his name being mentioned or anything. It's like he's not even in the game at all. Like the only time you saw or heard him when he was subbed off. That was the only time, or when the game started. Other than that, I don't think he's a striker at all. I think he's more of a centre back than anything.
Yeah, I think he's more of a tea lady, let alone that.
I was saying this to Joe in the last video. I think he'd make a really good centre back because his aerial ability, he's really good in the air, but he can't score from it, and he can't do anything that you need a striker to do in a counter-pressing team like we have. And as a centre back possibly, but yeah, I can't see him fitting in any other way, to be honest.
No.
It's insane how often he's going to have to be played if we've got an injury or two. But hopefully with Isak, it'll make life a bit easier for us.
That's the one player I'm scared of on Wednesday night. That's the one player I'm scared of because I've seen him play and he's a pretty strong lad, especially for his age. He's fucking strong. And like a lot of Liverpool fans are saying, bench Gomez, save him for the derby at the weekend. Nat Phillips. I hate him. So slow. So
He
slow.
was
as a
linked with
centre-back.
us a while ago.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I wish he's took him.
Well, not when you bloody quoted us 25 mil.
Oh, no. No, I'd rather put Chris Wood centre back.
I'd rather put myself centre back. Could easily put Dan centre back.
I was going to say, you can even put Dan at centre back.
I have to admit, that's the one area that you guys. All right, this weekend you played Bournemouth, and to be fair, they were never really
They're
going to
not
pose a
very
threat.
good at attacking at all.
No, but that back line without Joel Matip in it, Van Dijk doesn't look himself, and it just doesn't look as sturdy as it usually does. And it's strange seeing Van Dijk so off his game.
It is.
You've only got to look back at the Man United game, the absolute rage that came out of him. Where Van Dijk was easily to blame for that one goal.
Oh, definitely.
Arms behind
100%.
his back and just stood there.
Oh yeah, I've seen all the memes with him dressed as Liam Gallagher having a sing.
I hate that twat.
Oh, that's all right. We've got beef with him as well after the game.
I can't even stand Oasis, so that's double
Newcastle.
for me.
Same here.
But yeah, no, I mean, going back to the Wolves game, I mean, there were some positives for Newcastle. I mean, I think Sven Botman was brilliant in that game. There was a few moments where he did get caught out when Wolves were on the break, and maybe he lacked just a half yard of pace. But I mean, I've got some stats here. He's not lost a single aerial battle so far this season when he's played. He made 54 out of 59 passes in the game against Wolves, and he's made more blocks, made more clearances. Yeah, he was on fire against Wolves.
Yeah.
The only problem I had with that defence was sticking Dan Bird at left bloody back again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When you got Paul Dummett
target came on the pitch.
to be like, yeah, I know Paul Dummett's slow, but at least he's a left back. Like, he's a proper natural left back, not Dan Burn. I would have had Dan Burn on the bench, or even taken off. Who was in defence? Was it Lascelles or Shah?
No, it was Shah.
Shah and Botman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird one because Matty Targett started on the bench, but you could tell the second he came on the pitch that everyone just felt more comfortable with him in that position, and you could tell straight away as well down that wing we looked a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the second Ryan Fraser came on as well, I think we looked infinitely better. And surprisingly, Jacob Murphy made a slight impact when he came off the bench, which
regardless of what anyone says, I'm giving that assist to Jacob Murphy. He knocked it up, which caused the goal. I'm giving that assist to Jacob Murphy.
I don't know.
I still think it's a Wolves assist.
It was a
Jacob Murphy started it.
Yeah, that was a great assist for Maxi, and what a finish from both sides. To be fair, I mean, both of those goals in that game were phenomenal.
Maxi's was better.
Oh yeah. To be honest,
sorry, mate.
Free kick. Like, I don't know why Shah took it. I reckon Kieran should have taken it. I reckon he could have bent it like Beckham.
Yeah.
The only reason that I got corrected on with that, I tweeted it out saying that why the hell was Shah taking it instead of Trippier, and then someone just come back at me and said, well, to be honest, the ball is a bit too close to the goal, so Trippier is going to struggle to get it up and over. So Trippier likes to be a little further out, so it would have actually been best to have drilled the ball in. So, okay, Shah did drill it in, but he cringe.
Yeah, I had the same. I had the exact same thing. I tweeted out. I was raging that Trippier didn't take it, and then I got corrected by a few people saying that. But on the same thing, rather than him going up and over, why didn't you just curve it round? Because we know Trippier can do that as well. So it didn't need drilling. It just needed a bit of technique to it, and Trippier's the one to do that. But
if you wanted it drilled in, you should have let Shearer take it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guarantee even today he can still do it.
Oh, he was, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say as well, I think on Wednesday against you guys, Elliot Anderson needs to start over Sean Longstaff. Because in that short cameo, so in 16 minutes, I've got it all here, he had 14 touches, 80% pass accuracy. He had 2 aerial duels, 2 fouls against him. He made a tackle, a ball recovery. He made a long ball, and he had 1 take on. So he was getting well stuck in 16 minutes. So
yeah, definitely.
The kid is something special, and he's going to be absolutely brilliant in the future for Newcastle. I'm curious on your thoughts on him, to be honest, Rhys. I don't know if you've seen much of the lad before.
No, that was the first time actually seeing him play. To be honest, I thought it was quite amazing actually. Seeing him play. To be honest, I think he's the one for the future for Newcastle.
100%.
If he can start, like, not starting, but being a bench warmer for just for the time being to get that game time up. If he spends more time with the first team, he can get better and learn from his teammates.
Yeah, I'd agree, mate. I have to admit, though, seeing how Sean Longstaff played, don't get me wrong, he wasn't the worst, but every pass that he made just seemed
so
to
slow.
He's not got the quickest pace on the ball. He was passing it to an orange shirt every single time the ball came to him. It was his 100th appearance for Newcastle, and as much as I'd love to say, because he's a homegrown Geordie lad, and we should really be enjoying the fact that someone from the academy has gone through to the first team and is playing for the first team, but he's not been up to par. And a bench warmer at most at this stage, while Shelby's injured and obviously Bruno's out for a couple of games, but I don't think he should be starting. I think I'd be pushing Jolinton further back in a bit more of a defensive role with Anderson and Willock against you guys, but for some reason Eddie Howe seems to really like Sean, so
I don't understand why.
I still don't even know why he gave him a bloody contract extension.
Even his brother is better. Matty Longstaff, I just find him 10 times better than Sean. I don't understand why he's not being played.
It's a weird one, to be honest.
It is a weird one. Because every goal I've seen from him has been fucking amazing. All those long shots. He's got a powerful shot. I think he's got a better foot than Sean, to be honest. A much better foot.
Well, I think they said on the game that I think he scored something like 4 in 100 appearances, which is not really prolific. And when we sent him out on loan when he was his younger Sean, he was scoring them for fun in the lower leagues from 30, 40 yards out. And it's insane to see how his shooting ability has dipped so much when he's gone into the first team. But it's sad, really. I mean, I think he played under Steve Bruce for too long, and here's where we are now. It's the unfortunate
got
truth of it.
Yeah, he got bruised.
But I'll tell you what was nice was the fact that we had so much possession in that game. I mean, we dominated. We may not have done anything with it in the attacking third, but we dominated that game. Should have had a penalty quite early on.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The Wolves were dirty in that game. They were really dirty.
Yeah, it's quite sad because I like Wolves as a team, but their players, they fall over at the slightest tap, and it's irritating. And then Neves had the nerve to come out in the post-match interview and say all the things he said. Honestly, it beggars belief. Saying how
the funniest part was that we were playing too many long balls, yet they played 61 to our 58.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly it. And I read he played 10 or 13 long balls, which is more than any other player on the pitch. So everything he's saying, he's contradicted himself. He said, we're not a possession team. We had 64% possession. So I don't know where he got his statistics from or where he's coming up with all of this stuff. But yeah,
from his own brain. From his own head.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Liverpool... Go on.
Mate, yeah.
No, you go.
Yeah, no, I can understand his frustrations after, being denied what they thought was a second goal when it was a clear foul on Fraser. It was a push in the back. But the Fabian Schär red card, I don't know what you guys feel about this. What's your thoughts on that?
Sorry. Repeat that.
The Fabian Schär red card that wasn't given. How are you? What do you think on that?
You see the replays, and they've just paused it on where it looks like he's made studs showing a collision. But if you roll that on, you'll see he did not make a single bit of contact. His foot went to the ground, and it pretty much touched his foot, not the ankle. So they're just trying to work it up. It was never a red card. Yellow, yes, but not a red.
Yeah, not a red, 100% not a red. Like VAR, they're trying so hard to fuck over Newcastle. They are trying so hard. But
it's refreshing hearing another fan from another club
it
say
is
that every game at the moment.
Like, to be honest, like the last 2 years, VAR has fucked Liverpool over so many times. Like there's been times where we could have had penalties that could have prevented us from losing those games. But no, VAR likes to fuck the big teams over. Unless you Man City, of course.
Yeah. Well,
because they get everything given to you on a single bloody plate.
Well, God, yeah. Well, it's just the way it is at the minute. I mean, it's like in the Brighton game, Wilson was nowhere near kicking Dunk in the head, and he could have had a goal. But yeah, I mean, it's on to the next game, isn't it? Really. I mean, the Tranmere game was another one. But it's been the same for the past few seasons since VAR came in. It's no one's been getting.
It's not been perfected. It's the fact that they use a senior referee. They use a less senior referee in VAR, and they don't want to overrule a senior referee that's actually at the game. They're just cowards. They're scared to do it. Yeah. If you're not going to do it, don't bother doing it.
This is it. I mean, I can't remember. Oh, sorry, mate. Carry on.
Like, if you're not going to use VAR properly, just get rid of it. Because they're not making the correct decisions on why they came in to help, not to help everyone, but make the correct choices, not make the wrong choices. Like Newcastle have been lucky not to get 2 red cards this season already, because they've had 2 red cards rescinded into yellow cards, which is bloody good, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
But four games played, 3 penalty shots turned down.
Yeah. But I mean, I can't remember who said it, but there was an ex-pro that was saying that he thinks ex-pros should be retrained as VAR officials because they know better than the referees what these situations are like when you're in them as a player. So you know what's going through their heads. So it might be better than, having the mind of a referee looking at it, because you're more likely to overrule if it is incorrect from the on-field decision. Or I don't know what your lads' thoughts on that are. Do you reckon
the only problem with an ex-pro is that they're going to be too more for their own team and wanting to help their team more. So if they're seeing a team struggling and their team is winning and they need points to win the league or something, they're going to say, all right, let's make sure this other team wins. I don't know. I wouldn't have ex-pros in there.
Yeah, I 100%.
Fair enough.
Like, or even just like as I was telling Jason before the end of last season, the refs need to be retrained. They definitely need to be retrained because you got that new ref that's just came in, the Australian ref,
bloody Jared Gillett.
Jared Gillett,
useless. Go back to the A-League.
Like literally, he's been in both our games, Liverpool and Newcastle game this season. Me and Jason are both raged at his decisions, 100%. It's Like, yeah, I know Mike Dean and who else has retired from doing.
Was it
refereeing?
Clattenburg? Was it Clattenburg? that
Clattenburg,
retired?
Martin Clattenburg.
Because I know.
Might have been, yeah.
Because I did hear something that Mike Dean is doing VAR.
He's now senior VAR Dudar, so great for him.
Yeah, great for him, but not for us.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's going to be even worse now because he's a Tranmere fan and we've just knocked out Tranmere.
Yeah. But he seems more interested in his column in the Sun. I think he's got a column in the Sun, doesn't he? And he seems more interested in doing that than VAR.
Then fucking get lost then. No one likes you, mate.
Like, pick one or the other. You're either a journalist or you're doing your VAR. What? I don't understand it. You shouldn't be allowed to do that, to be honest.
To do two things, yeah.
Yeah, no, because it's a conflict of interests.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%. But there you go.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't know, mate. It's honestly, it just beggars belief how poor it is. I mean, I know is it Italy? I think that where it works quite well. It's either Italy or Spain. I can't remember which one, but
Italy have absolutely perfected
the decisions are like that. They don't delay the game. Everything's pretty much done correctly. And I don't understand why we've not said to them, well, look, can one of your guys come over to help train us? Because we're fucking clueless.
All we need is that Italian demon of a ref. The one with the eyes that would make you just completely disintegrate. Yeah, Luigi Collina.
Yeah,
or shit yourself.
He would be terrific.
The games that I've watched were back in the Champions League days when he's been reffing a game. No player would ever have banter with him because as soon as those eyes bulged, that was it.
Is he the one that's really hench?
He's bald, but his eyes are so big Italian.
Because I know.
If you ever played Pro Evo, he was on the cover of number 2, I think, wasn't he? Pro Evo
3. He was on the Fuck Up 3, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah. It was fucking quite scary, actually.
Oh god, yeah. Well, saying that actually. Oh, sorry, carry on, Rhys.
Because I know that there's a ref in. I don't know what league it is, but there's a ref that's really fucking hench. Like he's fucking built. I don't know what league he's in. I think he's in one of the bottom league teams in this country. I'm not 100% on that, but I remember seeing it on Facebook a couple months ago.
I think I saw that too, yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to mess with him. We need him in this league.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe we should retrain boxers to be refs. They'll not argue with the decisions then, will they? I'd love to see Tyson Fury taking charge of City Liverpool or something, seeing the...
just go for MMA fighters.
Yeah. Oh, God. I don't know if I could stand seeing McGregor in the centre of the pitch showing cards.
Well, ain't he a wrestler now?
McGregor?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No. He's a UFC.
Oh, is he still in UFC, is he?
Yeah.
I can't say I've heard much from McGregor other than he made a whiskey. That's all I really... He's having a quick look. Oh, dear. But so obviously that game's all... Oh, shit. Well, that came through 5 minutes ago. Dubravka, Man United have agreed a deal for him now. And Sky Sports has come through.
Bye, Dabs. Enjoy the bench.
Might have got some game time with us eventually, but...
Yeah, he's a UFC fighter. But to be honest, it's going to be sooner or later he will probably go into wrestling.
Yeah.
Because
the money's there.
Well, yeah, like you see former UFC fighters going into wrestling, like Ronda Rousey.
Rousey did, didn't she? Matt Riddle did as well. Yeah.
It's just more money.
Yeah, well, even Tyson Fury's had a few matches in WWE, I think. So, yeah, it's just lucrative for them because they go and fight in Saudi Arabia and make a few quid, don't they? So,
oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm not going to say anything about Saudi Arabia because, it's a touchy subject. But
you see Gary Lineker's tweet about constantly keeping on about our away kit.
Yeah, I have. But he didn't mention it, 20 years ago when our kit was white and green. Can't remember the exact year it was. I've got it downstairs from when I was about 8 years old. Little kit about this big, the white one with the green.
Signed.
So,
is it signed?
Unluckily, no. But no.
It was just my response to him saying, "Oh, you keep on about the shirt, the Saudis, Gary. It's just like everyone keeps on about you shitting yourself, but when you were still on the pitch."
It's the same story with the likes of Man City. Like, no one boasted about them getting taken over by the Saudis at all, and same as the likes of PSG getting taken over by the Saudis. Nothing. So why is it only Newcastle?
Well, this is it. I mean, this prime example is a few years back when Sheffield United were in the Premier League. One of their owners, or one of their part owners, was from Saudi Arabia. Yeah. And no one batted an eyelid.
That takeover went through smoothly.
Yeah. Everything went fine for them. But the second it was Newcastle, everything seemed to go tits up. So
yeah,
I don't understand it, to be honest. But
yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
But to be honest, Liverpool were close to very close of getting taken over by the Saudis, but as you imagine, Americans are so greedy that they're like, nah, fuck you. This is my club.
Yanks don't want to sell.
Yeah. Well, obviously Staveley was looking at you guys before us, wasn't she? So.
Oh yeah, I think I think so. Yeah.
They're also looking at Spurs. But Levy wanted twice the amount they were asking, so they went, no chance, not having him.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing I find amazing is the amount of fans from like Man United, Spurs, all of these guys that were begging for the Saudis to take them over before we did. The second we're taking over, we're human rights abusers and blood money team, and they seem to forget all their tweets are still out there for everyone to look at. But
yeah.
But don't get me wrong, we've obviously got issues that need discussing. I'm not going to do it on here because that's just going to bring the tone down. But there's discussions to be had. But you don't involve politics with sports. That's all.
100% no.
So I don't understand why it's one rule for one and everyone else can do what the hell they want. There you go. But anyway, I think if we move on to Liverpool Bournemouth, Jesus Christ.
No, Bournemouth manager.
Stop. Come on, man, they're dead. They're dead. Just leave them be.
To be honest, it could have been a hell of a lot more. If Mo Salah didn't miss his shots, it could have been in the double figures for the first time in Premier League history.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
it's
quite sad because I was seeing a lot of people triple captaining Mo Salah for the Fantasy Premier League, and obviously he didn't do anything in the end.
To be honest, I know it's shocking. I don't have him in my team. I don't have him. To be honest, since last season, I'm still fed up of him. Because the one game that cost us the title was the Tottenham game. Because Jason watched it with me, didn't you? The Tottenham game. He knew how much I raged in that game because he hogged the ball so much, and it still hits me to this day. It
was the fact that Liverpool dominated the entire game, and he would not pass the ball, and then Spurs went up the other end and scored.
Yeah, right. We had so many shots, not one went in until I think it was.
Yeah, enough. The end, you got the equaliser.
Yeah, right near the end of the game, we managed to get a goal, luckily. But it wasn't Mo Salah, unfortunately. I can't remember who scored. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I still think it was his fault. He cost us that game massively.
Well, this is what the debate is this season, isn't it? Would it have been better to get rid of Mane or Salah? Now, personally, I would have kept Mane because he was a team player. Salah's more about him, to be honest. All this King of Egypt talk seems to have gone to his head a little bit.
Yeah, there was all that rumour of him leaving at the end of last season. And then he got the new contract to be the highest paid player, and Curry's dealing with it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just that. His form dipped after losing the AFCON. I think that didn't help because he really wanted to win that, and I think that dipped him so much. And then it happened again. He lost to Mane's team in what was it, Euros? Or was it no? It was World Cup qualifier. I think it was to get into the World Cup this year, and Egypt didn't make it through. They got knocked out by the same team that they lost in the final of the AFCON.
That's a bit bad luck.
Yeah. So I think Mo Salah will be staying home in England for the World Cup. He was like,
holiday.
To be honest, like I think I'd be happy to stay home and not go to like the Saudis. To be honest, because I think it's a stupid time of year to have a World Cup. But I get it. Like in the summer, it's so hot over there.
Yeah, but then don't play it there. That's the simple answer, isn't it? Don't put it there. The only reason it's gone there is because there's a load of money involved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was rigged. It was rigged from the beginning. It was
apart from all the countries on the equator that they're used to the heat. Then you've got countries like us and all the other countries. They're going to have to at least be over there for a good couple of weeks to get used to the climate. Otherwise, they're not going to play well. So you could very well see a Brazil or Argentina type club win the World Cup this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. But
because those countries are used to heat like that.
Yeah.
We're not. We're used to shitty, rainy, grey weather. but not for the last few months we haven't.
But all of this it just makes it a lot more ironic that Egypt's been knocked out because they would have been one of the teams most used to the heat out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. 100%.
But there you go. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I do feel a bit sorry for Salah in one sense, but at the same time, he doesn't help himself.
No.
But if he scores half as many goals as he did last season and the season before that, then he still contributes a lot to
I think last season he actually made the most assists out of everyone. He actually got the most assists, which is very surprising. Because the amount of times he ball hogged for last season, he even got more assists than Trent Arnold did, which even I'm shocked that he managed to get that many assists.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's quite a few, isn't it? To be honest with you, but yeah, I don't know. He's a terrific player, but there's just something doesn't
click,
doesn't feel right, and I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But yeah,
I think it's because it's the first time in 4 or 5 years now that he has got his buddy with him. Like the only player that's still at the front three is Firmino, and he's not getting any better. He was lucky to get 2 goals at the weekend, just because it's Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's it. I was saying that to my missus when we were, because I found a stream on Twitter to watch it on. I was saying to my missus, like, this isn't the same guy that was there 2-3 seasons ago. He's lost a yard of pace. He just doesn't seem to be the same person anymore. And then he obviously got 3 assists and 2 goals, which kind of shut me up. But
which I'm very surprised that he actually got man on the match for that game.
Yeah. And
guarantee now we probably won't see that ever again.
Maybe.
Unless we play Bournemouth again.
Yeah.
Which we will.
I think.
So what's your thoughts on Darwin?
Yeah.
Luckily, you won't have to face him. But Everton will. So I'm happy that this is the last game that he's going to be missing out, and then he's back at the weekend. So
it'll be
at
extended
least...
for another 3 games.
Oh, I don't know. That's a possibility, given it's a rivalry game on the weekend. So,
well, yeah, it's his first Merseyside derby.
Yeah.
And these 2 derbies this season could be the last 2.
Oh, you know for a fact, Dino Arms will be riling him up.
Oh, it'd be terrific.
Yeah.
Can he break Anthony Gordon's legs before he goes so that Everton can't get that money for him?
And take off Pickford's arms as well.
Yeah.
What arms?
Exactly. Just tie him to the top of the goal so you can't reach him.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting week for you guys. But I mean, you dominated at the weekend, and it was a thoroughly deserved win. I remember I heard at the end of the game the fans chanting, "We want 10, we want 10."
Yeah, I literally heard that as well. Like as I said at the beginning, it should have been a lot more. Should have been at least 13-14 nil at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, what did you think of the game, Jace? I know you said you watched it as well.
Oh, I thought Bournemouth absolutely dominated that game. Scoring 9 past Liverpool. I mean, we've already seen shocks with Brentford getting 4 past Man United. So to see Bournemouth do that, wow.
You know what Bournemouth need, don't you? They need Chris Wood.
They need Chris Wood.
Yeah, they do.
Done deal. Just go. Just go.
Honestly, he's really good.
Really good.
Highly rated by me.
24 appearances, 3 goals.
Please soundbite this and send it to Steve Cooper.
But yeah, Man U got very fucking lucky. Huh?
Forest need more players, don't they?
They're on the verge of signing their 19th player.
They're pretty much getting a whole new fucking team.
They're just agreeing terms with Willy Bolly from Wolves.
Was in Aurea going as well. Serge Aurea.
Well, that could be 20.
Oh, I'm not being funny, but I don't rate him that highly.
FFP is going to screw them over if they go down. 20 signings.
Yeah. Well, how many?
They need to sell the old players.
Yeah.
Just get rid of all the old players that you brought up and just put all the new team all together.
They have signed nearly 2 full teams worth of players. You're just going to have to get rid of the entire team.
Yeah.
Might as well.
It's crazy. I mean, I wonder how many of those players have got relegation release clauses in their contracts.
Oh, probably.
Well, Jesse Lingard for one.
Yeah. Well, no, he's just got a year's contract. He's only there to make a year's worth of money, isn't he? So
a year's worth of 200,000 a week.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Liverpool. Obviously, Bobby Clark managed to make his debut for you guys, and
which was very unexpected, to be honest. I was very surprised about that, but at least he's getting some experience. Because maybe if Bobby Firmino gets injured, Bobby Clark can be back up to Nunes when he comes back.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he looks like a decent little talent. I mean, obviously he was our neck of the woods for a while before he got stolen from us. But we won't hold that against him.
I think.
We can kind of call it a trade because we got a Liverpool youngster in the return with Remy Savage.
The mighty Remy Savage. I'm not going to.
I can't ever see him make an appearance for the club.
No, but he's been decent for the under 20s.
He didn't make a single appearance for us at all.
Bloody hell! Yeah, there you go.
But I do know we have got some more youth coming in, like to make up the numbers of the injured first team players that's currently out. But I've heard reports that Matip might be back for the Everton game.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were going to say the Newcastle game. I was
I've been seeing like people's lineups for Newcastle, and I saw Matip on the bench for those games, and people were saying don't put Gomez in centre back because he's so injury prone. Like just give the lad, like he's on a 2-game streak at the moment, not injured. Play him, just keep playing him.
Enter Joelinton.
Yeah, this is it. You got to get. Oh dear. Well,
bye legs.
No, I can't see Nat Phillips starting. He's just too slow. He's not a Premier League player. He's more of a Championship player than anything.
He's a Bournemouth player, isn't he? He's a Bournemouth player.
Yeah. He should have stayed there, really.
Yeah. Well, if he did, it'd probably been 10-0. But but yeah, no, I think you're right. I think Gomez should probably start with Van Dijk because, I mean, there's something to be said for consistent games and, building that momentum in your performances. And hopefully for us, he doesn't have a great game, but once you've had those 2 or 3 games under your belt, you tend to start performing at a higher level, really, don't you? Once you're getting a bit of game fitness in your legs.
Well, before the bad injury season that we had, not last year, not the year before. Yeah, the year before that, when we had the defender crisis. But the year before that, before Gomez had his horrific injury, I think it was during an England game. Before that, it was actually Gomez and Van Dijk in defence, but pretty much, I think it was like a half season until he got injured, and they didn't concede a single goal until the 13th game of the season, not conceding a single goal for 13 games. That just says Gomez needs to keep his fitness up. Yeah. Keeps playing games, and it will happen. It will happen again. He just needs to stay fit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a similar thing for different position, but similar sort of situation for Callum Wilson. If he could keep that and maintain his fitness, and
which hasn't really happened now, he's injured again.
yeah. Luckily, it's only for a couple of weeks rather than the usual 3-4 months. But
more like near to the end of the season.
Yeah, it's a shame, but we've got Isak in, and hopefully he can show us something in the game against you. But
to be honest, like
6 hat-tricks.
Like literally, like Hughes needed a striker like him to come in. 60 mil, I think that's a little bit over, to be honest. I think that's a little bit too expensive because Spanish league, that's a farmers league.
The trouble is that's the market now, isn't it? I mean, his release clause was 90 million, so we've done all right to knock 30 odd million off of that. But
how much was Darwin?
Say again.
How much was Darwin?
Yeah, good point.
85 was it? 85 mil?
Something like that, yeah.
You spent your whole Mane money on him and all.
Which will rise up to about over 100 mil.
I think 60 is not too bad, considering.
Yeah, I think we can deal with that. Well, I think the big concern for me, though, is we could potentially be without St. Maximin. And obviously, we're going to be without Bruno because he's injured for a couple of games. He should be back.
Potentially without Trippier as well.
Possibly Trippier, although he did train today, I saw. So Trippier might still end up playing, but St. Maximin being out and Bruno being out,
those are good positions to counter.
Not with your OAP of a midfield. You got Milner into his 70s, Henderson into his 60s, Fabinho is into his 50 odds or whatever. You have an aging midfield, so once Chelsea gets on that midfield is done for.
Like, I really hope Klopp does not play Milner, because Milner and Henderson, they don't play well together. Like they're both the exactly same sort of players. We don't need them.
Yeah.
Just have one.
Mm.
And then Harvey Elliott should start this game. Like Harvey Elliott, he scored a fucking belter of a shot.
He looks brilliant. He looks really good, that kid.
And Trent's goal, fucking belt, another belter.
Yeah.
Fabio scored his first goal as well.
Yeah. How's he been for you guys? Because I saw him play for Fulham last year when he was in the Championship, and I thought he was quality for them. How's he been doing for you?
I think
No,
he's
he's
only
had a few
made
cameos,
three appearances so far from the bench. But people were saying start Fabio and Harvey Elliott together because they used to be classmates and they played together as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they were both from Fulham Academy, weren't they? So
yeah, so they know each other's play styles, and just start both of them. If he does, that's gonna be a quality fucking midfield.
Well, I think you guys would be better off doing what City did last season. Don't play with Firmino up front. Have a false nine sort of attacking midfielder in Cavallo.
Yeah.
With Elliott just behind him, because then, like you said, they know how to play with each other. They know where each other's going to be, and with your two wingers, Diaz and Salah, I think that could cause some havoc for people.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I've said so many times, Klopp needs to change. He needs to change because he's playing the same team day in and day out.
Yeah.
Like all the teams know the play style and how Liverpool play. Like before Klopp left Dortmund, he was playing a 4-2-3-1. Play that. Just play that. Like I'll be happy at anything other than fucking a 4-3-3. That's all we played since he came in. It's a 4-3-3. Yeah, it's been very successful, but it's a new season. Anything can change. Tactics can change, like in one game, and it was changed completely throughout the whole season. Just change something, like even if it's just one player, and change the formation, because all the teams now are starting to getting to know the tactic and how to counter it. That's why we've drawn and lost our first 3 games.
Yeah. Do you reckon Naby Keita will be fit for the next game? Just seen the message, mate. I've literally just seen the message.
Oh, Naby Keita to him is Chris Wood to me.
Oh, really? Oh, was that
Pretty
why you
much.
asked me to ask him about him?
Like Naby Keita, he is such a shit player. Like literally, as soon as he touches the ball, bang, he's injured.
Oof.
He is so bad. Like he was overpriced. We paid, I think it was like 36 mil for him. We shouldn't have gone in for him. Yeah, he was a good player at Leipzig, but he's not a player for Liverpool. 100% not. Like as Jason said, he's a Chris Wood for me. Overpriced.
I'll tell you what, you hide your disgust for him really well, mate. Honestly, you never know.
Yeah, I'm just like Jason, you know.
You can't tell. You can't tell I don't like him.
Yeah, see, James just hides it with Chris Wood's name on the back of his shirt. That's how he hides it.
Yeah, it's just got #Plankosaurus on the back.
Oh dear. But yeah, there you go.
Well, apparently, we're trying to tie him up on another deal. Like, no, get rid of him. He's useless. He's always constantly fucking injured. Well, apparently, Liverpool were trying to do a cash plus swap with Dortmund for Jude.
Okay.
I think in January. Yeah, we're trying to get him in January because we need a new midfielder.
Yeah.
Because Thiago, he's become injury prone. Milner old, Henderson old, Fabinho old. That's it really. The only other midfielders is Curtis Jones. Not quite ready yet. I probably, if I was Klopp, I would put him out on loan. To be honest, just to get the more experience, because he won't get in ahead of Henderson or Thiago, because even he's been injured since pre-season.
Yeah.
Who else? That's all I know, really. And then you got Harvey Elliott and Fabio. They're the only two youngsters that we've got, and they're not even midfielders. They're more attackers.
Yeah.
But they can play there. Like Henderson, yeah, he had a good few seasons, but he's not up to it anymore. He's decreased so much since last season.
Mm.
He ain't the player that he used to be anymore. Yeah. It's the same as James Milner. Like James Milner, yeah, he looks fucking beef and all that, but he's just too slow. He's just too fucking slow.
Yeah.
Like, if I was James Milner, I'll go back to Leeds and just retire there. They can have him. Yeah, we had a good few years. Probably one of the best free transfers ever, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did miss one midfielder that you got playing in your under-23s at the minute. Jay Spearing. You got Jay Spearing.
Oh, fucking
You could promote him for a couple of games, no? Throw him in. Couldn't do any worse, could he?
Oh, fucking. Right. Slap him, to be honest.
I mean, you could probably have Danny Guthrie back.
Yeah, Danny Guthrie. I think he's available, isn't he? No,
I'm good. To be honest,
Joe Shelby. Oh no, he's staying with us now.
No, so actually, we've got a really good young player coming through at the minute called Sean Longstaff. Don't know if you are interested. No?
Well, we could take Matty Longstaff though.
Chris Wood today, you say? Okay, yeah, you can have it.
Chris Wood, yeah.
Oh, if you want, we could do a swap for Bruno and Naby Keita if you want.
Did he say a swap for Sean and Chris Wood?
Yeah, he can have for Wood and Longstaff for I don't know, let's say Diaz.
Oh yeah, quality.
That's sort out our right wing.
Well, you might have to give us quite a bit of money for Diaz.
We'll give you a tenner and a Mars bar.
Yeah, Tesco meal.
I'm not done, you know. Oh wait, that's Rustlers. Oh, sorry, I forgot. He does love his Rustlers, especially 2 or 3.
That's all right. We've today there were links with us and Tiamue Bakayoko, which
that was all false. That was all false reports.
It was all false, but for a second I was having the heart palpitations, thinking that this was a guy we were going to sign. It's scary.
To be honest, like when he came in, like the very first time, it was a big like name to come up. What was it? Chelsea, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he scored against us at one point.
Like Chelsea, I don't know what they do with these players. Like such big youth names that come through, and then they just fuck them over.
Yeah,
they've done it so. Yeah, well, yeah. Barkley's just had his contract. Fucking terminated.
He's on free now.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
He won't join us.
Liverpool's midfield problem.
God, he hates us.
He wouldn't if you.
I wouldn't mind taking a punt on him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be good.
He ain't that bad of a midfielder, though. He ain't that bad of a midfielder. I'll probably say he'll be a backup to Bruno or Willock. To be honest, I wouldn't mind taking Willock. Willock's not a bad player.
He's not, but he's not really living up to the potential at the minute, I don't think. And I'm not sure what's hindering him. Maybe it's the fact that Bruno's not there behind him playing those through balls in for him, or I'm not sure. But if we had Shelby or Bruno in, he'd probably play a lot better.
I think the only reason why he hasn't lived up because Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans done it to him. Because once Arsenal get a big name youth come through, they fuck him over. Look at Saka. Saka's overrated. He's so overrated. because we watched the Arsenal game, didn't we? Didn't we, Jason?
Yeah.
And he was terrible in that game. Jack was slating him so much in
I'd
that
still
game.
take Saka, to be honest. I think he can be. He's got the potential to be decent.
Yeah. Plus, his family are Geordies as well, aren't they? They're Newcastle fans, his family. So I'll take him at Newcastle.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think Arsenal can do.
Oh, God.
Just pouring a drink. Hang on. Don't show any logos. I've just realised I forgot that picture was there.
I don't know what mine is. Oh, yeah, that's mine. No, my logo. But yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow's game, but I'm also very not tomorrow's game. Wednesday's night game. For some reason, I'm thinking it's Tuesday. I keep thinking it's Tuesday, but yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also really nervous about the game.
Yeah, I think that's the same for us. I mean, after seeing what happened against Man United, I was sort of thinking, all right, okay, there might be something in this.
Yes. Oh, holy shit, 9-0.
It's only Bournemouth. Doesn't worry about it. Shit, Max is out.
Yeah.
Shit, Wilson's out.
Yeah.
I ain't having him up top. I am not having him up top.
I guarantee he'll still play.
If he starts, I'm going defeat.
Well, obviously the fact is no Bruno, potentially no Alan St Maximin, definitely no Wilson, possibly no Kieran Trippier. It's getting a bit threadbare, and our squad depth is terrible. When Jacob Murphy's on the bench, you know you're really in a bad place. So, I'm scared. I have to admit, I'm a little bit worried because as good as Ryan Fraser is, he's not the Alan St Maximin style of player that's going to take on half your defenders and then score a worldie. Which, all right, fair enough. St Maximin doesn't do that every game, but he takes enough players away from the attackers that he opens that space up. It's going to be difficult unless we play Isak on the left wing and play Jay's favourite player up front.
It'll be Fraser, Isak, and Almiron.
Yeah.
To be honest, I watched that game. Miggy, I didn't really see that much of Miggy in that game. I thought he was a little bit distant, not like he was against Man City.
That's Miggy's thing. He'll turn up against the big six, big six.
Yeah.
But that's the trouble with both wingers. They're both the same. One minute they'll have absolute amazing games where they're everywhere, getting every ball, doing things. And the next game, neither of them will turn up. And then it really makes us struggle because who else are we going to turn to? Because Wilson can't get service if he's playing. Chris Wood will be non-existent regardless. And it's just impossible. It's impossible. We can't win if neither of our wingers playing.
Chris would have just be standing there trying to tie his shoelaces with a banana.
I think everyone going, where's Chris Wood? He's on toilet.
He's up in level 7 with level 7 Dave.
Well, yeah. As level 7 Dave phrases him so much, I don't know why.
I can't believe that he wants to give Wood the entire season and thinks he's going to be the one that turns our season around. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be horrible or anything, but what goes through his head?
Nuts.
See. Oh dear. No, I mean, the only thing I can hope at the minute is with Hudson-Odoi going on loan to Leverkusen, maybe it opens the door for Moussa Diaby again. It's a very small chance of it happening, but either him, maybe Pulisic on loan. I know he's not done much for Chelsea, but he'll do a hell of a lot more than, Jacob Murphy or Miggy or, most of our players, to be honest. But
well, there is reports that some other team is trying to hijack the Paqueta deal Could that
It's
very
all been
well?
completed now, isn't it? It's all been sorted now. It's all gone through.
Yeah,
Has it all gone through now?
Yeah, Sky Sports reported it earlier.
Oh, what a shame.
Apparently, it's all done, which does suck. And I mean, I know Jay's not a massive fan, but Maddison's a player that I really hope we go back in for to try and get.
I wouldn't be surprised now, especially where Leicester are.
Yeah.
But then if we bring in Diaby, Pedro, and Maddison, that is a lot of competition for that wing spot.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Well, even just Pulisic and Maddison. If we can bring Pulisic and Maddison in, I'll be happy. But João Pedro, I think, is a must because he covers two positions. It's a striker and a left winger that we get with him. So just
And a
makes
youngster
sense
as well, which adds to it.
Yeah. I also know that Eddie wants Conor Gallagher, but after seeing how he's played with Chelsea so far,
I find him to be so overrated.
Yeah, I do. I mean, his goals and assists record for Palace last season was decent, but I don't know how he'll fit in.
Yeah, especially getting sent off at the weekends as well.
Yeah, exactly. If we signed him, he'd be suspended first game. So, and I mean, Elliot Anderson, I'd rather play him because he's a young lad. We can give him a start. And if we were going to do something like that, go and get Ross Barkley on a free. If we want a squad player,
why not?
Yeah,
it's on a free. The only thing you would have to pay is the wages, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Signing on fee if he wants it, but they don't tend to pay signing on fees for free transfers, do they? But
I think how old is Ross Barkley? I think it's like 28, 29.
Yeah, roughly about 29, 30-ish on that borderline.
So I would get him when he's in his prime right now.
Yeah.
Because
what an end of window that would be. Diaby, Pedro, Maddison, Barkley, all four in on deadline day. Job done. Season's over. We might as just give us a trophy now.
Well, this is it. I mean, there's so many players still on free transfers that we could look at.
Yeah.
Any team could look at and just go, yeah, fair enough. He'll do a job. But yeah, obviously Eddie's building a squad with the right attitude as well, which is commendable, and you've got to appreciate that. And I'm wondering if the reason Lucas Paqueta never really materialised is because he rejected us sort of December, January time, said he didn't want to come to us. And maybe that's played on Eddie's mind. He's thought, well, he wasn't willing to get down and dirty with the relegation fight. So maybe he's not going to, if things don't start going his way, maybe his head's not going to be in it. So maybe that's
like I said from the start of the summer window, we were never in for him. So why everyone kept saying, "Oh, Paqueta this, Paqueta that," we was never in for him. We never made a bid. We never were looking at him. It's just because he's Bruno's best friend. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. But fair play to West Ham. They got him, and he'll do all right for them. To be fair, but
they need a player like him. Because West Ham got lucky winning 1-0 against Villa. Very, very lucky.
I have to admit, I think Michael Antonio's. I like him because I listen to his and Callum Wilson's podcast. I think it's brilliant, but he's sort of another player that's going towards the end of his career, and you can tell now he's not the same player that he was, and West Ham needed to replace him, and they did, and but there you go. That's West Ham. Who cares? But no, so we're just over the hour mark now, so we might as well get your score predictions. I'll let you boys go and have a bit of rest for the evening. So
go, Jason. You go.
9-0 Newcastle. There you go. If you've seen my preview video I put out this morning, I've gone for a 3-2 victory if we do manage to get the win. 3-2 victory. Isak, Miggy. No, was it Miggy? Yeah, Isak, Miggy, and Joelinton to get the goals.
Oh, wow, that's optimistic.
There's going to be goals regardless. No one's keeping a clean sheet in that game.
I was literally going to predict the exact same scoreline, 3-2. I'm going to say
Newcastle win.
I'm hoping Salah scores. Maybe Harvey Elliott. Maybe if he can keep it up. or even Luis Diaz. He's on fire at the moment, scoring goals, and maybe Bobby if he can score another one.
Okay, I have to admit, I think there'll be a few goals, but we've been pretty decent defensively since the season started. Obviously, Man City being the one game that we weren't, and obviously you guys being similar enough to City. I think it'll be 2-2 in the end. I'm getting boring because every game so far, I think except for the Wolves game, I've predicted draws really. But
so yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna go.
At this rate, your league, we're going to finish on the exact amount of games we play. We're going to finish on 38 points this season. You heard that first.
In fairness, if we had Bruno and Maxi fit, I would probably have just tipped us to maybe steal the points. But the fact is, we're probably going to have to play Ryan Fraser or Jacob Murphy, and we're probably going to have Sean Longstaff starting again. So I can't see us snatching the 3 points with those two liabilities on the pitch. So I reckon 2-2's fair. Maybe Isak gets a goal, and I reckon Botman could get his first goal. And I reckon Salah will probably get a couple in this game because he every time we play you guys, he seems to have a blinder.
Definitely, I can agree to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is what it is.
But yeah, so it's been good having you guys on. Where can people find you?
All links, all social media is DarkRuby94. Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter.
Nice. Obviously, Jay, where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, you can find me at that face right there. Keeping it Toon YT, that's my YouTube channel name. Want to find me on Twitter, just take out the YT and put the @ there's me on Twitter. Go to any video, you'll find all my social links in just the description. Also, I am on Twitch, so you'll find me at twitch.tv/deadlynightmare, and I'll be uploading videos on YouTube as well that'll have links from that to go straight to my Twitch channel. But yeah, other than that, just hit 270 subs on the YouTube channel, so only 30 away from 300.
Nice. Well, hopefully I can get you a couple more from here. I don't know how well it will go. I'm still stuck on around 13, 14 subscribers at the minute. So at the minute, I've not started getting anywhere yet. But
he's been stuck on 20 odd for about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd be happy with 20, mate.
Well, now I'm on 23 now.
Hey!
On your way, mate. You're on your way.
Who'd you pay?
Done.
Oh dear. But no, yeah.
So yeah, if you guys watch Jason's stream, that is the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, plus I had my watch along on Wednesday for the Liverpool game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And I'll be joined with him, aka this guy. So yeah.
You're lucky that I deleted your photo off my PC because I needed space.
Oh, bless yous. But anyway, it's been good having you both on. Might try and get you back at some stage, Rhys, and have a chat about the game, depending on how it's gone, if it's still sore or not for us, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's been good having you both on. If you're watching, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It would be very much appreciated. And Jay, I'll catch you soon, mate. Rhys, hopefully we'll speak to you soon as well, buddy.
Cool.
Right, take it easy, lads. I'll catch you soon.
Catch you later.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.